morning everybody, and today I welcome you all to English Point Panchajanya. And today I am there with you unique chapter which is a satire, and the title of this story is The Tiger King. And this is a whimsical nature, means the satire is of whimsical nature. Now, we know one saying is there: the king can do no wrong. The king can do no wrong. Whatever the king does, we have to consider it as right. Hence, in this concept, the story has been written by Kalki. Kalki is a pen name, and the pseudonym of the writer is Kalki. If a writer does not want to show his actual name, then he gives the a pen name, a pseudonym, a hidden name he gives. And here, as I may give you the example of Munshi Premchand. Munshi Premchand is not the actual name of Premchand. Dhanpat Rai is the actual name of Premchand, Munshi Premchand, but he has given, he has kept his name as Premchand to avoid the sight of the Britishers, because his writings and his literary creatives, they were giving some of the things which were going against the Britishers. To keep away from the eyes of the Britishers, he had kept his name as Premchand. Dhanpat Rai has kept his name as Premchand, like that. Kalki is the pen name of the writer. Yes, I am going to discuss in details The Tiger King by Kalki. I am going to the text, and accordingly I am going. So let us see the text here. What is the general attitude of human beings towards wild animals? The Maharaja of Pratibandhapuram is the hero of this story. He may be identified as His Highness Jamedar General Khiledar Major Vyaghra Samahari Maharaja Dhiraj Vishwabhuvana Samrat Sar Jilang Jumjum Bahadur, MAD, ACTC or CRCK, but this name is often shortened to the Tiger King. I have come forward to tell you why he came to be known as Tiger King. I have no intention of pretending to advance only to end in a strategic withdrawal. Even the threat of a Stuka bomber will not throw me off track. The Stuka, if it likes, can beat a hasty retreat from my story. Right at the start, it is imperative to disclose a matter of virtual importance about the Tiger King. Everyone who reads of him will experience the natural desire to meet a man of his indomitable courage face to face, but there is no chance of its fulfillment. So, here you see, the writer has given an account of the king who was known as the Tiger King. Why he was given the name? As you know, in that here you see, the writer has started the story with the thing by giving the title of the king as the Tiger King. As earlier the title was given to the king as Virad Viravara Prabala Pratapi Navakati Karnataka Karavargeshwara means Sri means 105 304 Sris means then the name was taken, and means by that way the title of the means king or means monarch was attributed to the means kings, so that they will be adored, they will be praised. Worship of wealthy, as means, I have read one chapter by G.K. Chesterton, I remember. Worship of wealthy, there means worshipping the king was also as an art. So the many means what titles are being attributed to the king. Here as means as the means titles given: Jamedar, General, Khiredar, Major, Satabagra, Samahari, Maharaja Viraj, Vishwa Bhuvana, Samrat, Sar, Jilani, Junjun, Bahadur, MAD, ACTC or CRCK, etc. and etc. So these are the names attributed to the king. So the writer is saying that if I means, tell the story, everyone will say that this will be a impudent work. At the start, it is imperative to disclose a matter of virtual importance about the Tiger King. Everyone who reads of him will experience that natural desire to meet a man of innumerable courage face to face. So he wants to give a thing that everyone means about, he is saying about an eternal truth. One who has taken birth in this earth has to die once. No one is there as immortal. So here the means the king thinks to supersede that, and he was not been successful. And what happened? So means come to the next line. Let us see the text. But there is no chance of its fulfillment. As Bharata said to Rama about Dasaratha, the Tiger King has reacted that final abode of all living creatures. In other words, the Tiger King is dead. The manner of his death is a matter of extraordinary interest. It can be revealed only at the end of the tale. The most fantastic aspect of his demise was as soon as he was born, astrologers and foretold that one day the Tiger King would actually have to die. The child will grow up to become the warrior of warriors, hero of heroes, champion of champions, but they bit their lips and swallowed hard. When compelled to continue, the astrologers came out with it. It is a secret which should not be revealed at all, and yet we are forced to speak out. The child born under this star will one day have to meet its death. So here the writer wants to convey that even the astrologers are under the control of the king. It happens in the kingship, or it happens to in monarchy. One has to admire the king falsely. What is called worship of wealth. Now what happened? The boy was born. Now the astrologer was called, and they told that he will be the hero of heroes, he will be the monarch of monarchs, he will be the king of kings, and all the wealth will be there with him. So many things they were telling, but one thing they say that he has to die once, which is not at all accepted by the parents, which is not at all accepted by the king. That a king cannot die, they think so. But out of fear, the astrologers told he has to die once. This is a secret not to be revealed, that he has to die. The astrologers conveyed it to the. At that very moment, a great miracle took place. An astonishing phrase emerged from the lip of the 10-day-old Jilani Jumjum Bahadur. "Oh, wise prophets!" Everyone stood transfixed and stupefaction. They looked widely at each other and blinked. "Oh, wise prophets!" It was I who spoke. This time there were no grounds for doubt. It was the infant born just 10 days ago who had enunciated the words so clearly. The chief astrologer took off his spectacles and gazed intently at the baby. "All those who are born will one day have to die. We do not need your prediction to know that. There would be some sense in it if you could tell us the manner of the death." The royal infant uttered these words in his little squeaky voice. The chief astrologer placed his finger on his nose in wonder. A baby barely 10 days old opens its lips in speech. Not only that, it also raises intelligent questions. Incredible. Rather like the bulletins issued by the War Office than facts. The chief astrologer took his finger off his nose and fixed his eyes upon the little prince. The prince was born in the hour of the bull. The bull and the tiger are enemies. Therefore, death comes from the tiger, he explained. It happened that the astrologer told that the baby is going to be, when he will be the king of kings, he will be the monarch of monarchs, all the things will be attributed, but he has to die once. Now the king's people, they told that, yes, we know that death is inevitable, but you tell me not the king's people, but what happened? Now a sound came from that 10-day boy. "Oh, my dear prophet." So they all looked very surprised. Who is saying this? Again he said that I am asking you. Now the old astrologer picked up the spectacle and looked here and there. How is it possible a 10-day boy is saying and asking also very intelligent question that what is the manner by that way I am going to be killed. It's a very strange thing. Now what happened? Again the astrologers started doing their calculation, and they told that you are coming in the house of the bull, and bull and tigers, they are enemies. Hence a tiger will be the cause of your death. A tiger is going to be the cause of your death. So after this we are going today. More things we will be discussing